Good evening. I'm doing a little bit of reading in the scriptures this evening out of Proverbs, and I believe Proverbs is one of the greatest books. Of course, I guess that's probably because that's the book I'm reading right now. But in the chapter 22, in verse 6, it says, "Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it." Raising our children is one of the greatest responsibilities that we have in this life. And, though it's good to teach them how to fish and play sports and things like that, our greatest responsibility is to teach them the fear of the Lord and the respect for the Lord. Because, everything else can fail, but when we can help them establish that relationship with Him, He'll take care of everything else. And another scripture I'd like to go to is in Proverbs chapter 20 and verse 7. It says, "The just man walketh in his integrity, his children are blessed after him." When we walk in integrity, or whether we don't walk in integrity, however we walk, our children are watching us. And I heard a story one time, and I want to say it was Brother Billy Graham that had told the story. And it was about around Christmas time, and a man was going from house to house, and he would drink a little bit of wine at one house, and he would go to the next house and drink a little bit of wine. Not much, just a little, just a small drink, but he began to get intoxicated and began to stumble in the snow. Well, what began to happen is his son was stumbling in the snow behind him. He looked behind him and he seen his son stumbling all in the snow. And he's like, "What are you doing?" And he said, "Daddy, I'm trying to follow your footsteps." And you see, that child was trying to walk like his dad was, and they will walk like their mom does. So, it's a lot of the times it's when you don't even know they're watching you. That's when they're watching you. I remember one time, it's been several years ago when my children were small. I had my bedroom open. We'd always keep them open at that time so we could hear the children if anything ever happened. Well, one night I was getting ready for bed and I didn't kneel and pray. I was just so tired, and I just got up inside my bed. And the next morning, my son, he said, "Daddy, you didn't pray last night." I was like, "What do you mean I didn't pray last night?" He said, "I was watching you." He said, "You didn't get on your knees like you normally do." He said, "You just got in bed." I was like, "Oh my goodness." I didn't realize that my son was watching me. And I'm here to tell you, one of the greatest lessons we teach our children and our families and the people that are around us, it's not whenever we know they're watching. It's whenever we are oblivious. It's whenever we are just in our nature of living who we are. So I want to encourage you and challenge you today that you will, number one, teach your family the fear of the Lord. Walk in the fear of the Lord. Not that you're afraid of God, but that you respect God. Because, the more that you can show God that you respect Him and reverence His holiness, He will come. He will come where He's welcome. But He won't just come in filth. God, He's a holy God. And so we have to present ourselves in a way that He will feel welcome to come into our midst, in our relationships, in our homes, in our car, at our job. No matter what we're doing, we have to conduct it and present it in such a way that God will feel welcome. God bless you.